There's a spot here down on the bottom of this coastline that we never really hunted before, and if you look, it's right over here by Casa de la Roesis, and we start here, work our way all the way down through here. We do have whitetail in these areas that I've never known about before, but we're about to find out a little more today. Holy, we got 3 giant whitetail bucks here. We got one out there at 300, we got another one out there at 300, and then we have an absolute monster of a buck here at 180. Now this is a 230 buck, and these out here are 220, well, 215, 220 bucks. So ideally, we could get all 3 of them. I don't know if that's going to be possible, but that'd be kind of ideally. So first off, I do believe we can take down this buck without anything spooking. Alright, we smoked him. Surprisingly, we didn't drop him, but he did pile up right there. Another good 190 buck there. And now we got this buck out here at about 350. Oh, I was hoping we'd get a shot on him, but I don't know if we're going to. Yep, we are. Unfortunately, none of those are going to connect. Oh, there was another huge buck in there. Oh my god, there was 4 of them. There was 4 giant bucks. Look it, we now have level 3 hunting pressure here. So we took down all 3 bucks. But there was yet again another 200 plus. Didn't make the greatest shot on that last buck there, but we got 2 into him and it was enough to take him down. Holy, I was not expecting to have all those huge bucks in one spot like that. All right, here's the first one. This is the 230-inch buck. 240 on the dot. That's kind of cool, actually. That typically never happens, but a 240 even. And we made a 187-yard shoulder blade lung shot. Now, I was wondering why it didn't drop, because we were holding on the heart, and we would have hit the heart, but that shoulder blade stopped it quite a bit. Still did make an awesome shot and one giant buck. Wow, look at that rack. So then we got 2 more bucks over here, which the one we smoked, and I'm pretty sure he dropped right over there. And the second one, we didn't really make the greatest shot because he ran off. Actually, now that I think about it, we may have shot this buck in the spine, because we didn't see the hunting pressure pop up right away either. So we reserved for 320, and I thought he was 350, but the reality is maybe he was more like 290, and we hit him right in the spine. Well, this looks like it right here. At least that's one of them. I'm not sure which one that is. So then there would be blood. Oh, yep, right there. Non-vital hit. So that one took this buck down pretty quick there. But he's still going. We got 2 blood trails. One right there. And one right here. This buck's going to go down a lot quicker, considering that's some pretty solid blood. But surprisingly, it's still going. I honestly am a little surprised at how far this thing made it. And it's still going. Wow. Well, he's finally down right there. So that's good. Now we got to find the other one. Which, who knows how far that thing's going to go. But our first shot, try for the back of the neck. We actually hit a little too far back at 360. But then we did connect on intestine at 365. 228. It's still a pretty impressive whitetail right there. Now this buck's gonna go a long ways. Bobcat tracks. That might be blood. Nope. Alright, so either he went down already or we lost. Yep, he did go down right there. So yeah, I think we shot him right in the spine. And he wasn't exactly, yep, he was only 317, and I was holding for upper lung, but we drilled him right in the spine, when in reality I should have held it right on the heart, and that would have been perfect. I don't know what I was thinking on that, but it did take him down in a 214. Well, we just got eyes on something pretty cool. Another herd of whitetail, but one of them happens to be a 200 plus. He's right out there, perfectly broadside, laying down at about 180 yards. Now, the cool part about this spot here is that I've actually never really seen any whitetail bedded in this area. I usually only see them over there, and they're usually feeding far off in the distance, but sometimes they're just trotting through. So to be able to see them bedded is quite the sight. All right, now in this case here, I think it'd be kind of cool to take them down with a 7.6 because it's kind of the perfect distance to be able to make an epic shot. And let's just see how it does. Oh, down to 50%, and he is down right there. That almost had to have been a double lung shot. What do we got over here now? Ooh, a good buck. Not a 180 plus. If it was, I'd probably take the shot. But also at the same time, he's the only other buck in this herd, so we don't necessarily want to be taking out both the bucks in this spot. Yeah, primarily I see a lot of bighorn and sometimes muley way off in the distance here, but never really any whitetail. So that's a pretty good find, if you ask me. Oh, there was 2 bucks in there, and that one we're for surely going after. 175 yards. Walking directly away from us. Wait, which way is he gonna go? Is he gonna stop, or is he gonna keep on turning? Whatever you do, don't start trotting like that. Or you could trot like that, and we're just gonna go for the shot. It should have been a hit, and it was, but I'd say we probably got him a little further back. Well, either way, he's gonna be piling up right over there. And I think he just went down. Ooh, 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 ooh. No, no, no way. No freaking way. Oh my God. Oh my God. 300 yards away. There is a 9 legendary bobcat. Where'd he go? Where did he just go? Oh, come on. Left more? Right there? Was he? So he was walking through. Now the thing is, I don't have a zone. So we need to find this thing and figure out where he's heading to next. But just the likelihood of us finding what we just found is like 1 in a million. Especially... Oh my God, we found him. Oh my God. I think we may have jumped him up when we took those shots. Now we're looking at about 280 yards. But I can't actually... Oh, I see him, I see him, I see him. So the good thing is we got him pretty much marked, well, at least in that direction, 315 yards. Yeah, I mean, if he stops right there... Oh, I just thought of something. We have the caller. Not saying he could hear this, but there's a chance. There is a very slight chance. All right, so most likely there's a pretty promising opportunity that he's going to cut across here all the way down through this opening. But if he doesn't, then he's just going to go straight back into this thicket, right back to pretty much where he came from. Right there. Oh, that's exactly what he did. Wait. Oh my God, I think we smoked him. Come on, come on. You better freaking smoke that thing. How far was that, first off? 380. Oh. Well, either way, we got him. It's not going to be a diamond. The one thing I think we could have done is probably let him a little bit more than that. I held on the front shoulder, and I wish I was in front of that front shoulder. Oh. But there's still a chance we connected on liver. There's still a slight chance. Man, I'm pretty excited to get down there, though. Holy, what an epic turnout this has been. Starting out with a whitetail and then taking down another whitetail, and all of a sudden a 9 legendary. Diamond Potential Bobcat comes out of nowhere in the middle of those mountains. Either way, it's a 9 legendary and it's huge, so I'm super excited for that. But here's this buck that we took with the 7.6, and it was a double lung shot. You see, it does shoot a little bit high. It does shoot a little bit high. Absolutely perfect shot, 214, and that was a 195-pound buck. All right, here's the second one, laying right here. Looks like one of the shots connected. Oh, the second shot. The first shot was almost perfect too. Look at 230, we shot high, almost got him in the spine, but the second shot on the run at 295 got a liver double lung stomach shot. Oh, that shot was absolutely money. 30-6 on the run of 185. Then lastly, our 9 legendary Mexican Bobcat was way up here on the top of this cliff, which I don't even know how we can get there, but we're gonna try and go this way. Yeah, good luck trying to track him down up here. I mean, you'd be tracking for days to try and find one. Look at how thick it is. The only good thing is if it would have ran potentially down in that channel over there, which now that I'm looking at it, we can see quite a bit. Might have to keep an eye out on that for some whitetail, potentially even some muley, or even bighorn. No organs hit though. That's quite interesting to me, considering it should have been a non-vital hit, if anything. I'm just a little bit shocked at the fact that, all right, we got one spot of blood there and that's it. Oh, there we go. More blood there. Unless we hit it in the spine. I don't know. I see it piled up right there. I really hope we didn't hit it in the spine. I don't think we would have. Where could we have hit though? It would have been a diamond and our shot. Oh! Did drop low at 370. But two things happened that prevented us from getting this diamond. One, we didn't get enough penetration because that bullet would have kept on going and it would have came out. I think that's, no, that's still stomach. We were too far back. It would have hit stomach. But two, we were way too far back. We would have gotten stomach and I don't think we would have got the angle or at least the penetration to go through in order to hit lung or liver on the other side. So mainly we were too far back and a little too low. We would have needed to have been 2 inches more forward, which would have put it right about here, and then higher up, which would have been right here. That would have been, oh, even so, that's still stomach. You got to realize liver's way up here. Yeah, we had no chance at that. We were way off on the lead and the drop. Well, the drop wasn't bad, 2 inches higher, but then we needed to be another 8 inches more forward to catch potentially lung or heart. We would have had to have hit like right there. We had a very small target to hit, to be honest. And I was holding for here, but we would have needed to have held for like here in order to hit right there. It could have been done. It definitely was possible, but unfortunately not in this case. And the cool part is it was a gray 28.61. 27.6 is diamond. He weighed 39 pounds, so he was pretty much a guaranteed diamond. And now we're 0 for 2 on diamonds. I haven't messed up a diamond in a long time until, well, yesterday and now today. And the thing that sucks about this is I really don't have a lot of these diamonds. I only have like 1, maybe 2. So I would have loved to have gotten this thing mounted, even though it'd be crazy expensive. Plus a $2,700 fee. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I think it's probably a good thing we didn't get a diamond out of this because that's a lot of money. But in all seriousness, it's still a pretty epic moment. And we can take a mount in our memory. How about that? We'll keep the visual of this special moment. I mean, it could have been epic. It could have been a 370-yard walking diamond double lung shot, or even like a lung shot on a diamond, but it wasn't. Sometimes that's what happens. You go big or you go home, and we are definitely going home after this one. All right, this doesn't normally happen, but we're about to get a second chance. We got a huge Mexican bobcat out here. It's a level 7, which is basically the exact same estimate as the one that we just shot before, aside from the fact that it had a potential of being a diamond. But this one is as well a max weight bobcat, and it's a long ways out there. Pretty much the exact same distance, actually. Except this one is not necessarily trotting around 370 yards. Almost the exact same distance to the T. So we're gonna try for a shot. And the thing is, we were even laying down on that last one too. Oh, I could have taken that too, but I didn't want to take it when he was... Yep, stop behind that brush. Not ideal. Still not ideal. Pretty much ideal, but he didn't stop for very long. Not at all. Oh, we got whitetail out there. Alright, I'm gonna try and slide over so that maybe this might help a little bit. Because otherwise, yeah, good luck trying to hit that thing. Well, now I can't even see it. What the? We're looking right at it where it should be. There it is. Alright, I see it. Are you kidding me? We just smoked him. Absolutely just smoked him. Well, that goes to show you. We would have had him. That's all that matters. We would have had him. I mean, it's not that we didn't get him, but we would have had a perfect shot. Got some bighorn sheep coming in. Alright, so I'm gonna mark where our bobcat went down. Way out there, actually. Yeah. And then there potentially could be some muley on the other side over here, which I don't believe they would have spooked from that. Yeah, because it was kind of a long ways out. Alright, well, let's get down there. Alright, so our bobcat should be right over here. Right here. And no, we did get lung. Wow, almost the exact same angle too. Wow, almost the exact same angle too. The only difference is he wasn't walking at 370. He was feeding for a couple seconds, and we took that shot absolutely perfectly. Wow. 26.19. So still a gold. Not quite as big as that 28.7 scoring potentially diamond, but you know what? We'll take it. We'll take our wins how we can get them. Still a cool looking bobcat though. Real cool. And what a sweet position for him to be in. All right, well, I think that makes up for it a little bit. Absolutely smoked him at 370 yards.